Much like the very basis of the film, the Edge of Tomorrow sequel seems to be stuck in its very own time loop, where time passes, but nothing ever changes. Conflicting reports on the stage of development, or lack thereof, on The Edge of Tomorrow 2, or Live Die Repeat and Repeat, which it may or may not still be called, have been floating around since 2018. It seemed as though things were finally moving on the long-awaited sequel when Matthew Robinson was hired as a writer in March 2019. But later on, that year, director Doug Liman revealed that he has no idea if the movie will actually get made. But then in January 2020, an update was given that shone a light of hope on the project. Of course, since then, we find ourselves in a state of a general world calamity, and there have been no updates since that January comment. If it does actually happen, what can we expect from the long-gestating sequel? Edge of Tomorrow 2 release date, why all the delays? If we're honest, we're not more apparent to know when the sequel will be hitting cinemas, so here's a breakdown of its lengthy development so far. At the start of 2018, it looked like the sequel would be the next movie that Liman would work on. And in March 2018, Liman confirmed that he was working on a rewrite of the script. Jez Butterworth, who helped with the first movie. The problem was that everyone was a bit too busy to film it at that time, and the sequel will only happen when everyone can do it. They asked me to do it 2 months before I started Mary Poppins. Tom Cruise was like, "Can you go this autumn?" And I was like, "No, I can't go. I'm playing Mary Poppins for like a year, dude. I can't do Edge of Tomorrow," Emily Blunt recalled. In September 2018, writer Christopher McQuarrie responded to a fan's question on Twitter about the status of Live Die Repeat and Repeat. "We're working on it. No idea how or when it will happen," he replied. And then, the next update came in March 2019, as we noted above. Even though the original idea for the sequel might have changed, Robinson will be developing the script with Liman. Liman confirmed in October 2019 that the script is ready, adding that he hoped the sequel would film after Tom Cruise has finished working on Mission Impossible 7 and 8. He told Collider, "Between my schedule, Tom Cruise schedule, and Emily Blunt schedule, it's tough. Certainly, it's a world that I love, and like with his TV show, Impulse, there's a lot more story to be told. That means we can expect some wait still for Edge of Tomorrow 2 if it happens, but the director is still working on the sequel, though, revealing his planning stages on Instagram in early January 2020. Edge of Tomorrow 2 plot. What will it be about? Perhaps given the first movie's complex timey-wimey plot, the sequel's original concept was one you had to get your head around. If I'm going to do a sequel for the first time in my life, I want to make it the opposite of what you'd expect from a sequel, and we found a story that does that, he explained. It's not yet clear how much Matthew Robinson's idea for the sequel differs from that, but with Liman having worked on the script, we don't expect the approach to change too much. Before the writer's change, Liman spoke about believing that a sequel should be smaller, adding, "I don't need an action sequence every 2 minutes." If you need a quick refresher, the first movie ended with Major William Cruise defeating the Omega that controls the aliens, seemingly dying in the process, although he floats towards the Omega's time travel permitting blood. Cage then wakes up before his first meeting with General Brigham, Brendan Gleeson, when he was sent to France to battle the aliens. A news report states that all alien activity has ceased following a mysterious surge in Paris, and Cage goes to Heathrow to find Sergeant Rita Vertosky, Blunt, who, unsurprisingly, looks like she's never met him before because, in this timeline, she hasn't. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.